Libra Man in the voice of Chetan D Narain, author of the book.
Libra, 24th September to 22nd October. Libra Man. A Libra man is a man of the world. He has infinite charm and a friendly demeanor. Once you meet him, you are not likely to forget the casual chat you had with him for a long time. And chat with him you will, for he has an irresistible attraction factor and you will be instantly drawn into his circle of influence. But no amount of charm can help the Libran in making decisions. The scales of his sun sign will keep tipping every time he is caught in a decision-making situation. It is the urge to get the best in life and to do 1,000 things in one go that propels him ahead. Romantic and carefree, a Libran can easily shrug off responsibility as a cat shakes water off its fur. His ability to connect with people on a social level makes him befriend many, but he shares true friendship with a very few. But no matter what relationship role he plays, he is fun to be with and extremely entertaining. How can you identify a Libra man in a crowd? In a group, gathering, or party, it is easy to identify a Libra man. He is usually the one with a warm and friendly expression on his face and is popular with everyone. From an early age, he develops a calm and composed expression, but one which belies the restless dynamo beneath. You will never be able to spot hurry or restlessness in his behavior or conversations. He would show you deep interest in a conversation, but upon seeing other friends, may include them in the same. He has a natural way of networking, which is very few sun signs possess. There is no particular face type to describe a Libra man, but it is his calmness of the face and sharpness of his eyes, combined with sincerity in his speech, an attitude that makes him friendly. Melting smile, hovering eyes, constantly darting from one place to another, that's a Libra man for you. Libran males are extremely adaptable and adventurous by nature. Whatever they do with full intensity, whether it is partying, exercising, or practicing spirituality. Usually there is no halfway for them and they see it through. But at the same time, they are practical enough to know when to let go. What are the key features of his personality? A Libra male is a romantic at heart and discovers romance at an early age. He likes the idea of falling in love and being in love. Hence, his mind is in a perpetual state of romance. His source of inspiration lies not in the romantic novels or movies, but in his own nature. Charming and friendly, he connects easily with people. His impressive looks and good humor match his skills. But the strong practical side of him ensures that his romantic ideas are not baseless or in the air. Another peculiar trait in a Libran is his concept of fair play. Although he is capable of playing practical jokes and doing crazy things that boys do when they are young, as he matures, he understands the difference between fair and unfair. He can become a strong believer in justice and fair play. But somehow when it comes to his own cause, he would try and swing things his way. A Libra male is not much of a risk taker, and at the most he can only take a calculated risk. He always needs to be sure when it comes to decision making. Until then, he will keep weighing the pros and cons of a situation at hand. But once, if dead sure of what he is getting into, he can be extremely impulsive and get into action mode quickly. Generally, Libra men are good looking, ranging from possessing a sophisticated clean-shaven appearance to rugged looks. Added to that is a certain boyish charm which makes them appealing. No wonder women are drawn to this enchanting persona of a Libra man. This veritable charm is coupled with an irresistible smile and a slick tongue, which makes quarreling or getting angry with a Libra man a difficult task. If you know a Libra man intimately, you would understand what a task it is to be and stay angry with him for long. And the worst part is, the rogue knows exactly what force of his powers. Even when it comes to his own self, a Libran tallies really low on anger. The Libran male is not one to lose his cool easily, unless provoked. I guess this is one of the reasons why he is generally liked by his peers. A Libra male's polished manner and smooth tongue makes him extremely persuasive and diplomatic. I would give Libra man an 8 on 10 for his ability to convince others and be suave at the same time. He also has an excellent sense of humor, which can get wacky at times. But behind all this smooth exterior is an iron will. Here is a man of grit and determination for you. How is he on the following aspects? Appearance. Being adaptive and adventurous by nature, a Libra man is capable of switching from classic to casual and even funky, just to please his moods. For him, it is important to have a wardrobe for all occasions, be it golf, tennis, mountain climbing, river rafting. Of course, that's besides his regular office and party wear. He enjoys following fashion and trends, but prefers to develop his own sense and style in dressing, which distinguishes him from others. Ambition. Nothing but the best will do for our man. A Libran male is ambitious and will work resolutely till he accomplishes what he sets his heart on. And to fulfill his dreams, he is capable of working for 14 to 16 hours a day too. But all his efforts must yield results and rewards. He hates it when his efforts go in vain. All this doesn't mean that he is not capable of having fun. If given a choice, he would put in 4 to 5 hours of work every day and spend the rest of his time goofing around. This is chiefly because he wants to do so much in so little time. My Libran friends often laugh with me when I tell them that one lifetime is just not enough for them. The wish list of a Libra male surpasses all other wish lists on this planet. His wish list comprises of things to do, places to travel, stuff to buy, and what not. Obviously, there is no credible way of including all this in one lifespan. But the catch is here. Most of them manage to do it. I have noticed a peculiar quality in Libra men. They like to calculate their desires in terms of money. For instance, a Libran will think to himself, how much money would be required to fulfill his and his family's survival needs and desires? And then that X amount or money will become his target. This calculation lets him decide on other things in life. Librans are focused and ambitious, yet at the same time they can be quite content with what they have. If it is not a great inconvenience, status quo doesn't bother them much. Ego or self-respect. I would say Libra men are more self-respecting than egoistic. For example, if a credit at a restaurant was not accepted or rejected, at the same time of the payment, his self-respect would take a beating and not his ego. In case of an Aries or a Leo man in the same situation, it would become a matter of ego. Their ego only shows when they are unable to win situations or battles. That's when the switch from respect to ego takes place. Responsibility. Let me begin with the statement, Libra men are better at managing and delegating responsibilities than executing them. And now for the explanation. A Libra man is quite responsible and would take up his roles rather seriously. But since he likes to remain carefree, he finds it difficult to complete his responsibilities end to end. He would prefer someone else doing the actual duty on his behalf. However, this does not mean he is irresponsible. It merely means that if there is no one to execute a job, only then will he move himself to fill in. Unless he approaches such a roadblock, he would like to merely manage and delegate work to others. Etiquettes. Libran men are extremely casual regarding etiquettes. They can adapt themselves to any situation at hand, but are way too practical to follow what they call the dramas of etiquettes. What is his approach towards life? A Libra man is realistic and practical in his approach to life, but he is also highly emotional and sentimental, which sometimes clouds his ability to think clearly. There is something of a dreamer in him, but he is also idealistic about life. Like I said before, he wants to do everything, be everywhere, learn everything and more. I have nicknamed a few of my Libran and Sagittarius male friends who show the same traits as walking, talking encyclopedias because of this quality of theirs. Libra males are capable of being both followers and leaders. How does he score on the following points? Cynicism. Of the Librans that have crossed my path, I haven't met any who exhibited overt signs of cynicism. In fact, their positive approach towards life and innate ability to see both sides of the coin makes them excellent arbitrators. The only, and might I add rare, circumstance where this man might take a stubborn stance and exhibit a mild amount of cynicism is when he has vested interests in the argument at hand. Suspicion and jealousy. For some reason, most of them are suspicious about everything. In spite of being carefree and easygoing, they have this need to be or show that they are in control. They are doubtful and want to question reasons and motives of everybody around them. Librans are not jealous by nature, neither in relationships nor in professional life. They are definitely possessive and protective, but not necessarily jealous. Let's say that they get as low as 4 on 10 on jealousy. Dishonesty and infidelity. Most Libran men ensure that they will have all possible fun in early days of adulthood so that when they settle down, they are actually ready to commit sincerely. Although most women would say Librans are big flirts, I am not very sure about that statement. Librans are a case of being more sinned against than sinning. It's just that because they are generally likable and usually different from other men, women start developing an interest in them. Can you blame a Libran man if women fall like 9 pins to his charm? Later, when he turns around and tells them we are just good friends, with the same disarming smile that got these women in the first place, they complain of heartbreak and brand him as a flirt. Hardships. When it comes to hardships, a Libra male's initial reaction is of discomfort. It takes him a while to accept his situation and settle with it. But once he totally accepts that, he will actually get down to business of overcoming the hardships, and that too with hard work and sincerity. Success and failure. Libra men are quite hushed about their success. They would share the joys of their success with immediate family only. For some reason, they are also quite secretive and superstitious about publicly displaying their success stories or pipeline plans. They may seldom declare it, but Libra men are extremely competitive. However, they are not poor losers. Not one to lose heart at the sight of a setback. A Libran will accept failure as a challenge to improvise and make a spirited rebound. Host. Going back to what I said about responsibility and a Libra man, he is on a similar track when it comes to playing host. Since he likes to delegate work, You will find him giving instructions and ordering people around, sometimes even yelling, rather than doing anything himself. He is quite satisfied with others' work and with himself in the role of a manager. Although he likes to have the best of the stuff on his table, it need not necessarily come from his kitchen. He is absolutely at ease with ordering in. He is not an overbearing host either, but he likes his guests to be at ease and enjoy the party. How is he as a guest? Good food, good company, and with entertainment thrown in for a good measure, that's all that you'll need to please your Libran guest. He would appreciate your culinary skills by eating well and enthrall other people on your guest list by talking well. But I must add here that your house decor, crockery, and other nuances might be wasted on him. Not that he won't enjoy any of it, but to him all your extra effort would just be a part of the big picture. Least expecting as a guest, a Libra male just needs the right cuisine to tease his palate and the right conversation to stimulate his intellect. How does a Libra man handle difficult situations? A Libra male in a quarrel? Quite bad. As bad as his female counterpart. He would become extremely stubborn and would always expect the other person to apologize. I think this is one trait that any woman dating a Libran should be aware of. He is capable of tolerating his woman's tantrums and her feminist views, but during quarrels, he is tenacious and in his stand will not bow down to no matter what. Apparently, this is the only cynical quality in a Libran man. Other than that, he's a fun guy to be with. What is his characteristic weakness? The Libra male's eager to please everyone, nature prevents him from saying no to those around him. He thus finds himself incapable of refusing to help out someone who asks for his aid. This makes him to commit too much, and that he probably never managed to deliver, making him and as well all around him a tad frustrated. The most prominent of his shortcomings is inconsistency in nature. His behavior is often based on mood swings rather than strength of character. He is also unreliable at times. I have often noticed most Libran males shirking responsibilities. Though known for his adventurous nature and vitality, the Libran male is often seen to be lazy. You'll often find him lounging around, cribbing about a hard day at work, yet give him time to recharge and he'll be soon offering to take you for an outing even past midnight. Is there more to his persona? Libra is represented by the sign of scales, and you will notice that the balancing act becomes an important factor of a Libra male's personality. He spends a good deal of time, a great deal actually, in thinking, working out details, and deciding about every minutest aspect of life. He finds it difficult to make up his mind, but the only person he would consult in times of confusion is himself. You will rarely find him being impulsive about anything, and even if he is, it's a calculated impulse. Ironic, isn't it? The funny part is his mental act of weighing the pros and cons of people and situations. This is quite evident in his unvarying eye movements that offer him the opportunity to scan the entire perimeter constantly. He prefers having a balance in things around him, relationships, work, career, household, at all. And imbalance can throw him out of sync. As I pointed out earlier, he is also great at negotiating, and his diplomatic nature is best seen in the role of an arbitrator. His inclination towards fair play, however biased that might get at times, may make him take active interest in social issues. You will find Libran males getting involved in charitable acts and championing the cause of the underdog. Having an attractive personality, a Libra guy likes his surroundings to be aesthetically engaging too. Even if he has limited resources, he will see to it that his home and office are pleasant places to be in. In short, he cannot abide by ugliness or muddle. For a Libra man, Emotions are of two kinds. One, his emotions, and two, other people's emotions. Obviously, his priority lies in his emotions. But strangely, he is not very good at tackling his own emotions. In moving situations, he can lose command of his emotions. Once the scales start tipping, it is not easy to get him into balance act again. However, let me clarify that a Libran man is not oversensitive and he is definitely not touchy. He can take practical jokes from friends in good spirit, and he is sentimental more in terms of treasuring his relationships rather than preserving gifts and greeting cards. And now about other people's emotions. This is something which touches him only superficially. I am not implying that he is not compassionate or lacks understanding. It's just that he is so absorbed in his own emotional processes that he fails to realize the depth of others' emotions. For instance, he would be kind and supportive towards you if you're depressed, would even go to the extent of entertaining you to change your dark or down mood, but he will definitely not be bothered about the reasons behind your emotions. To put it precisely, a Libra man will look for immediate relief rather than the root cause of any emotional disturbance in his near and dear ones. However, the brightest aspect of a Libra man is that he does not hold grudges, and even if he does, they are not for long. He believes in the maxim of forgive and forget, even in matters of the heart. How should one deal effectively with a Libra man? The easiest way to deal with him is to be honest and straightforward. If you have too much to say, that can get you into trouble, so make sure you play your cards a little tactfully. As much as he is patient, there are certain things that he might not be able to take well. Moreover, he is a very demanding person, be it for your time, attention, or physical preference. So be prepared to be a good listener and also be attentive in the company of a Libran male. How does he handle money matters? In the stingiest of ways. A Libra man and his money are not easily parted. Although he likes to spend on himself and can be impulsive while buying stuff for his personal use, but when it comes to spending extra bucks, he is quite selective. He likes to be in control of his money, be it either cash, credit cards, or his bank account. A Libra man will never let anyone manage his finances for him. He is firmly into savings too, but in spite of his penchant for saving and being miserly at times, when a Libra man sets his heart on something, he goes all out to make it his. His aim could be anything from some expensive thing he wants to helping out someone in need. How is he on the professional front? The Libra male's lazy boy image displays itself in the full regalia on the work front. As I stated earlier, he is prone to delegating work rather than getting it down to doing it himself. This by no way means that he isn't good at working. In fact, Librans make excellent workers. They are rather innovative and are often seen suggesting inventive methods of carrying out mundane tasks, and if deadlines demand it, they can turn into workaholics too. Going back to their being notable mediators and their gift of the gab, they can do really well as salesmen, lawyers, bankers, event managers, and welfare workers, or in any other profession involving advocacy. How is he in various relationship roles? As a son, a Libra boy is extremely affectionate. He will always remain by the side of his parents and be around for them. With siblings, he believes in coexisting in harmony and is also adjusting unless pushed over the edge. Now about a Libra man as a boyfriend. Even in a committed relationship, he would come across as a friend, someone to hang around with. Unless he's very sure of going ahead, conversations with him will never be intense or about commitment or love, especially in the early stages of relationship. You will find it difficult to make a Libra male commit to a long-term relationship as he's engrossed in fulfilling his desire list, which won't even be 25% complete till he reaches adulthood. Obviously, he wants no roadblocks in the same. Like I had mentioned earlier, since he is popular among friends, he is usually wanted and dragged to many places and events. He may be able to handle a woman being possessive out of love, but he will definitely run away from her if she is controlling and obsessive. Amongst all zodiac signs, a Libra man demands maximum space in a relationship, and this is applicable even if he is married and has children. But this man knows how to respect a woman and understands the need to give her space too. And all this while with the romantic fires burning brightly. A Libra man also knows how to make up for lost time with his beloved, with impromptu drinks, dinner, movies, maybe shopping. As a father, he would teach his children discipline and the art of thinking independently. Doting on them, he would expect love and respect in return. How is he when alone? A Libra man is quite content when alone. He likes his me time and will usually devote it to personal activities like playing video games, messaging his friends, or on devices such as a cell phone or a computer. I have noticed that his activities are kind of mechanical, things that allow his mind to unwind and do what is best at thinking. Me time for a Libran also means rest. You will find him sprawled across the sofa and watching television or listening to his favorite tracks endlessly. Give him a task to do and he will procrastinate for hours. But it's best not to disturb him, as after long ideating sessions, his rest is truly well deserved. This rest is also calm before the storm. While resting, the Libra man is only gathering his resources for another outburst of ideas and activities. How is he when in love? If a Libra man is a microchip, then the only language he understands is love. Love brings the best out in a Libra man. But the first step towards love has to be friendship. His natural flair to connect with people enables him to forge genuine friendship bonds with men and women alike. With women, friendships can lead to love, but not necessarily marriage. Given his knack for weighing the plus and minus of everything, he will not commit to anyone easily. But once you have his love, it is for keeps. Not one to back out on his commitment, he will put in every bit of effort to make a relationship work. And it is up to you to keep the romance alive in your relationship. For this guy is a real sucker for it. Romance or no romance, a Libra man finds it difficult to let go. Even if the relationship is heading for the rocks, he will hold on. Split will is one place he dreads. One reason that I can think of is for that his need to be with someone. He just can't be alone. This obviously is based only purely on a relationship scenario. When in a relationship with a Libra guy, you will have to deal with another thing: the admiring glances that he gets from other women. As I have explained earlier, your Libran may not be flirtatious intentionally, but he can't help being nice to people, especially ladies. What does he look for in a partner? A Libran's first step in building a relationship is friendship. And he would first test the waters and only then take the plunge. If you can be his best friend, he'll know that you can fit into his life plan. One important criterion that women want to reach to his heart should have is their ability to be perfect homemaker. Our man likes the idea of coming home to a smiling wife, a neat and tidy setup, and a well-stocked refrigerator. If you can give him all that, you have all the ingredients for a happy marital bake. Even though he isn't picky and choosy about looks, most Libran males end up settling for partners who are attractive with a little bit of spunk. The men of this zodiac know how to make their women feel special, and your Libran man would want someone who reciprocates and at least once in a while in a similar fashion or acknowledges his efforts with a genuine appreciation. While dating him, you should learn to balance. A Libran seeks balance in everything around him. Show him a painting and he would instantly tell you which color should be added to have an even distribution, throwing the painter's muse out of the window. Likewise, when it comes to dating, he would appreciate it if you take pains at balancing things with him. His work, his schedule, your schedule, and your dates together. The typical Libran is incredibly romantic. He will shower you with affection and love, and you will be the recipient of his undivided attention and friendliness. But when I say love, it is not to be mistaken for long-lasting love. Not that this man is incapable of that, far from it, but love while dating is different for him. It is tinged with friendship, a sort of mutual attachment and flirtation. The Libra guy loves to flirt with his date and will appreciate it if you do the same. Keep everything light-hearted and be uber cool, but don't go brash or show him unseemly behavior. He would want his date to behave in the most ladylike fashion and do everything with finesse. Although he likes to be one in charge of the relationship, he secretly yearns for his girl to take the lead. So go on and make the first move. But do it so in style, and your Libra date will love you forever for it. He has a strong aesthetic sense. Therefore, dressing up well, having the right touches of makeup, and general grooming means a lot to him. He would himself spend much effort on these aspects to impress you. Your endeavors to make an impact on him won't go unnoticed or unappreciated. He likes to be in the company of good-looking people amidst genial surroundings. You can trust him to take you to the best fine dining restaurant, and if you are the one selecting the venue, make sure it is something as elegant and chic. Apart from your appearance, the way you conduct yourself and express your thoughts will be minutely observed by your Libran date. The Libran guy needs to see good breeding in every aspect of your personality. He enjoys stimulating and witty conversations. Mere good looks won't take you a long way with him. You need to have a good amount of intelligence too. You would need to maintain a fine balance in all these aspects to get the best out of your date with him. He has charm by the loads. He can fill you with mirth, make you sentimental with his voice, make you blush with his compliments, and arouse your sensuality with his melting smile in the span of few minutes. His charm, however, is not limited to his date, as other people, especially females, will be pulled by it too. Accept that. And lastly, once he has committed himself, the Libra man will be patience personified. A thorough gentleman, he will wait till you share a certain comfort level with him before attempting physical intimacy. He won't ever force you into accepting his sensual advances, nor will he allow you to do the same. Don't rush into things. Simply go with the flow and enjoy your Libran date's wonderful company. Compatibility quotient. Being compatible with the charming Libran is a fine balancing act. Getting along with him on friendly terms is easy, but eking out a long-term relationship with him is a totally different ball game. If you succeed in understanding the pros and cons of his personality, it would be fairly easy to gel with him. And there is always his irresistible charm to egg you on. Libra Man and Aries Woman, 7 on 10. These two can hit off pretty well. Once the Arian learns to deal patiently with the Libran indecisiveness, this relationship will be full of passion and, of course, romance. Taurus Woman, 7 on 10. With the right amount of hard work and understanding, this combination can work in the long run. The Libran will have to be more conscious of the Taurian's need for security, while she will have to be less emotionally needy. Gemini Woman, 9.5 on 10. Wow! Looks like we've got a perfect balance for our Libran man. The Libran wit and the Gemini liveliness makes a wonderful match. They suit each other perfectly, and their passionate nature and love for socializing only adds to their compatibility. Cancer Woman, 6 on 10. This relationship can work only if both stress on understanding each other. The Cancerian's high emotional needs might go unfulfilled if the Libran takes off on his intellectual trips. Hence, both need to meet each other on common ground. Leo Woman, 8 on 10. Since both are expressive and outspoken, this relationship will work wonderfully in the long run. There will be enough romance and excitement to keep the passion alive for long. Virgo Woman, 4 on 10. Opposite forces are at work here. The Virgo woman's pessimism might frustrate the Libran, while his indecisiveness will make her run out of patience. Libra Woman, 7 on 10. Love for finer things in life will form the grounds for initial attraction between them. There would be enough fun and conversation between two, but their understanding should go beyond their innate charm to make this relationship a successful one. Scorpio Woman, 6 on 10. Compatibility will come only with compromise. The Scorpio woman will have to curb her possessiveness and understand the Libran's need for freedom. Sagittarius Woman, 8 on 10. Her spontaneity and extrovert nature will surely attract the typical Libran. Whatever differences they have can be cleared with communication and understanding. This relationship will also have a lot of chemistry, thanks to the Libran romance and Sagittarius passion. Capricorn Woman, 6 on 10. This one can go either way. His flirtatious nature and constant feminine attention that he gets won't go down well with her. She will also find it hard to comprehend his disorganized nature. Both will have to make adjustments in order to build a successful relationship. Aquarius Woman, 9 on 10. A real bonanza for both. He will appreciate her spontaneity, while she will be impressed with his intellectual bent of mind. It is likely to be comfortable and fulfilling relationship for both. Pisces Woman, 6 on 10. Both will need to look beyond themselves to succeed in this relationship. Once the initial attraction wears out, they would need to have something more to hold them together. The Libran has to come to terms with the Piscean sensitivity, while the Pisces has to realize and accept the fact that he has a life beyond home. Famous Libra men personalities: Amitabh Bachchan, Akon, Bruce Springsteen, Jean-Claude Van Damme.